Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Bam! All right, Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by a generous grant donation. I don't know. Joe Bachman gives me money and I keep things hopping from IndieCD.org. Yes, INDIECD.org. Sales of the hybrid role-playing game. Where is that? I don't know if that old code's still up. I believe it's still available through Fund My Comic at www.fundmycomic.com. And you can get it for 20% off with secret code Beta 2023. We're also made available by sales of The Simple Sword, your one-stop shop for the finest in sword play. The Fighting Axe, The Simple Spear, and other works yet to be revealed in the ongoing series detailing the safest way to kill your friends. Also, the Big Stompy Robots Core Rulebook. A wonderful game system that's your portal to a world of imagination. Come with me and you'll see a world of senseless explosions. My voice cracked a little bit there, but we'll let it go. Yes, gaming with the minis you have or the minis you improvise, because gaming should be cheap, it should be fun, and it should be easy to learn. We've got more to talk on the subject of Big Stompy Robots a little later down the line, because Joe Bachman and I are working on some fantabulous things, and I am very proud to be involved with that. We also remind folks to put a little love in your heart and support Brian K. Morris over at Risingtide.pub, the progenitor, the forerunner, he who came before. He who he ran so that I can crawl through this lovely morning program. And on the off chance that you wish to give me money, yes, friends, on the off chance that you wish to give me money, and friends, I wish you would, paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert. If you want to help keep the lights going on this program and you don't really want to mess around with joining my lovely Historical Fencing Guild Patreon, which helps this program too, paypal.me/Nicholas Tockert. We'll get into it. Now, before I get into your comments, because Lord knows your comments are far more interesting than mine, brothers and sisters, have I got a weekend to talk about with you. This is one of those going to be multiple 4 digits weekend. Oh, it's spicy. It's spicy, so hold on to your hats. Before I get into my limited but interesting accountability, first thing I get to tell you about is I took my family to the there it is. That crash boom is my beloved wife, who is showing that she is just like me moving through this house as I organize things. No, dear. That is part of the shtick. They're just going to be confused when something fell over that loud that I didn't do.
We get along well.
Yeah, we get along well. Oh, guys, we got the seldom heard Mando comment. I hope you caught it. No, that is the gear for the guild that I have to relocate so I can turn that into a tool bucket. It's one of those. And instead of being mad at me about it, she's just cleaning up and being sweet. I am living the dream. But no, this has been the 4-digit kind of weekend because we went to the Newton County Fair because we live about equidistant from both the Benton and Newton County Fairs. And I made a tactical error, and I want to mention that first and foremost, in that I forgot about the time change. You see, we live across the time change between the Eastern time zone and the Western time, not Western time zone, no, Central time zone. And so we got there an hour before anything was supposed to even be opened up, which meant my lovely son got to see all the animals without anybody messing with us. Chat with a couple folks, and I got to be in grill envy because, good Lord, the grill that I think it's called Boneheads Meats had. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that doesn't apply. What applies was the drive over. Now, we recently dropped a painful sum to get the big truck's brakes fixed. And guess what started going out on the way over and was going out on the way home? The brakes on the big truck. Well, understanding that the brakes on the big truck were going out, we made it happily home, and I had made arrangements to go see my loving parents, whom I do actually love. All the way up in beautiful Northwest Indiana. And thus, no problem. We shall take the little truck. So my Saturday was spent going up and seeing them, which was very necessary. I miss my parents a good deal, and seeing them and just having a very calm, socialized situation with them was oddly delightful because we could just rest and relax. Life was good. We got to talk, tell old stories. I shared music with them I never thought I would share with them, but for those who are fully mature, this one's not for you, Alec, if you're in the chat, because I never checked the comments before I hop into this. There is a song called The Ball of Caramere. It is a traditional song. It is a Scottish traditional song. And it was covered by a gentleman by the name of Jim Croce. As I was raised by parents of the older style, being that I am something called the zillennial in some circles. I've been Generation X, Generation Millennial, Zillennial, Elder Millennial, Geriatric Millennial, non-existent. I am the man between. Anyway, I grew up on their era of music, so I still do find that the vast majority of the best music was made in the late 70s. Some a little earlier, some into the 80s, but there's some truly peak music during that period. And then, 80s, 90s, and beyond. And the fact that I'm old enough to say, Hey, yes, folks, and we're playing the music of the 80s, 90s, and today. Dates to me just a little bit, as a relic from the late 1900s. I'm just going to embrace it, own it, and keep on trucking. But on the way back, the smoke moved into the area much sooner than we had expected, and we were burdened with a sudden bout of extreme smog night blindness. So I took over because my night driving's a little better than Amanda's, and she had to make an evasive move around a very confused deer, and then drove. And now my wife doesn't always notice the same things I notice when driving. It's just part of our nature, part of our upbringing. It's nothing on her. But I got in and immediately noticed, wow, the alignment is off. Okay, I can get it home. It's just not going to be comfortable. I needed to figure out how bad. So I'm coming down a lovely street called 14 in Indiana. And if you've ever gone, along State Road 14 in central Indiana, you've encountered this lovely place called Fair Oaks Farm, which is for those of you who don't know and don't believe it, a farming themed attraction. Yes, a dairy farm themed attraction that is substantial. They have hotel and big things for all the people who want the amazing dairy farm high-end experience. I find it quizzical, but it's odd. It has its charm. So I, in my lovely wisdom, said I'm going to pull into that gas station because it's got a nice gas station and look at the front of the car to see how it is. It is by this time quite late. We're looking at easily past 10 o'clock. And maybe 4 car lengths of visibility straight ahead when something is lit. But without light, you have about 1. I turn the corner and some individual of very productive genes and very low practical intelligence, we'll put it that way. I am being as positive and kind as I can be on this program, has stopped in the middle of the road. No lights on his beat up Astrovan looking thing, with his driver door open, and has his children running back and forth and jumping on the concrete cow. In pitch black with no visibility, no lights, around a blind corner. So I had the privilege of nosediving my brakes. Didn't dare let go of the wheel enough to hit the horn. And I nearly, got to be the issuance of a Darwin Award for an entire family of people without much situational awareness. Yeah, that one gave me nightmares. But no one was hit nor hurt. However, once you take a truck and you have it nose down on a bad alignment, and it pigeon-toed one wheel, it hopped the truck when the wheel actually... I looked to the gas station, looked at it, went, oh dear Lord, and limped the considerable distance home, and I mean limping. Now, that meant, the between 25 and 35 miles an hour with my flashers on the whole way, wrenching the steering wheel. So, the mechanics could not come get the first car that was dead. Sunday, because obviously the shop is closed. I respect that. Mechanics deserve Sundays off. Everybody deserves Sundays off if they can manage it. You have to have downtime, dang it. But now the other one is down. How's Nick? Why didn't you do anything Sunday? Well, those of you who watch the weather know we were surrounded by the Canadian smog part 2. the revenge. I learned my lesson last time. I did not go out in that. We stayed in the house Sunday, and Mandy took today off via sick leave or something to be here to, because we literally could not drive to work and she needed to talk to the mechanic. So, first truck has been picked up. Second one is gone. However, both of these repairs will likely be in the 4 digits, and we may have developed a small leak in my basement to attend to. So Mr. Tockert is hemorrhaging money, time, and patience. But in the meantime, with all the shenanigans and dealing with everything involved with that and the keeping everybody calm, I was able to still do my show. Last night, I think I ran the Art Time with Nick from something like 2 something in the morning to 3 something in the morning. And I was back up at 7. So I am feeling it, friends. That's what you call the alpha male grind set. I say alpha male because, I keep Band-Aids and snacks for my family. I take care of my pack. I think that's what that's actually supposed to be. As for this whole Sigma thing, I have, people I take care of, so I'm not that. Sorry. You won't get many John Nick jokes over here, as I'm only moderately accurate with fire. Okay, fair. I will grant myself fairly accurate with most firearms. Have no real love of shotguns, so I'm not held together for that. But with that, amid all that insanity, I did make some writing progress. So I am barreling very close to being able to put out some new game books. I arranged a meeting with Luke, and we'll be talking about, because it looks like, okay, there is a very, very limited run of the core rulebook. Very limited. And a few people got in on it because of finances and what could be done. So I will have a small set of copies coming to yours truly. Yes, a very small set. And there may not be any more, at least for some time. This will make these very exclusive. So I'm going to talk to Luke about some stuff. We're going to have a good time. I miss him. Then we'll see. I might be one of the 2 places you can get that. Some good stuff is coming down the pipe. You know me. And after that's been fully committed and done, I will have met both, my side of the contract. And if he didn't make money, I don't make money. That's fine. But at least it's settled, and we can move on to another phase. And then I can launch my version of the game, because I want his version out first, and I will launch it my way, and we'll see what we can do with it. Of course, cross-promoting the other versions and tying it, probably putting some kind of reference to Jody McVee's wrestling game, and we'll go from there. So I do have some master plans in the work. I am doing some small good, and I have taken we are taking the kind of financial abuse that I am accustomed to receiving from time to time. The study is progressing, and in just under 2 weeks, getting much closer to 1 week, health and weather permitting, the Historical Fencing Guild will be opening for the Gary Shakespeare Theater at Twin Oaks Park on Friday the 28th at 5 p.m. local time. So that will interfere with my evening broadcast. That means the Historical Fencing Guild next week, not this week, will not be in its usual show or format. I may arrange something very special for that time slot just to keep the time slot, occupied in people's minds. Now I've run over a little bit, and yes, everyone is okay, aside from two dead cars and figuring out how we're going to go through the week. But we're adaptable, adjustable people with plans and schemes because that's how we roll. Now, I need a moment. And wow, yeah, I've usually run my ad by now. So speaking of ads, I need to run right now. I am going to run an ad, get a little bit more to drink, rest my weary vocal cords, and then we will get into your comments because as fascinating as the misadventures I have endured, and Lord knows they're fascinating, your comments are always so much better. So here's Joe Bachman, and then I'll see you on the other side.
Hi, I'm Joe Bachman with Behind the Code, Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory pages. On this show, you'll be able to watch me go through and update the Independent Creator Directory website with new features or new members depending on what we have going on that week. Again, that's Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory page. Joe Bachman again with The Burning is Love on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, also on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch pages. To find out more about the Independent Creator Directory, visit indiecd.org to find other great authors, artists, game designers, and live streamers. On this stream, you'll get to watch me go through and do various word burning projects that I put on theburningislove.com. I look forward to seeing you guys there and hope you have a great day.
Given that Mandy's working very hard, I decided it would be better to have the door closed. Thus, I am not doomed. It's probably spelled with an H. For those of you who know, let me look. Yeah, Jai and Ali are going to pull up on sport bikes at any minute, and I will be up to my eyeballs in wire foo action. And you know what? I am absolutely here for it. But who I'm really here for is all these good folks. And guys, I see all wonderful 11 plus one of you watching this. Please be sure to hit that like button. Please be sure to share this around so that the people I promote get more eyes on them, because that's what I'm about. And heck, I might be promoting you. How did the big stumpy robot get over there? Oh well, we'll see. Those things walk around anyway. First through the door at 9:19, you early bird, Carl Witzman. Good morning, everyone. I can barely keep my eyes open, so I'll leave a wake up shout request for Nick. See you all in 40 minutes. Well, shoot, I hope my morning was sufficient. And it says Ack typo morning, Carl. So either Alec was here earlier and it cut off, or I missed something due to a computer error. We shall see. What happened is apparently once I got talking, we lost a viewer. That's fine. Oh, hey, Alec, I need to stop falling asleep at my desk. Ow. Oh, no, Carl, that's not the best thing in the world. Hey, Alec. Hey, Donna. How you doing? You good? You good? You good? No, let's take a minute. We haven't taken a minute. Let's just, you know what? Yeah. Let's just do this because I haven't chatted. Nah, I'll be good. I'm being good. Look at me, I'm being good. It's only a few days till Friday, darling. Hey, Witzman dude. Accountability, says Carl Witzman, very bad over the weekend. Had a high school reunion and didn't get much writing done. Well, Carl, dear friend, that is not a lack of writing. That is getting some golden inspiration. When you look at who those people became, the character arcs that they have traveled, I have no doubt that can influence and accentuate your writing in surprising ways. That's good life experience. And that might just set you back on the path of writing something surprising down the road. Sweet Donna, isn't she just? And Alec, if I didn't say hi to you enough, hey, buddy, I hope things are going better for you. You are missed when you're not in this sort of chats. Random fact for the day: in the 1980s, only 8% of the population was on the internet. By 2016, 89% of us were online. Don and I were part of the 8%. We're old. Ha ha. At home, no. Oh, wait. No. At home, no. That being said, did I have dealings online? Yes, in the 80s. My dad worked in the field and helped the internet happen. At least for some places, I kept some really big high-end stuff running for the Veterans Administration. I'm proud of my father's work. He worked on establishing the internet for things. He helped keep hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of medical devices running that saved and maintained lives, and no one thought about that. Nobody thinks about the guy who keeps the thing that goes boop, 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 going, or all the little pumps and bells and whistles that they hook people up to. All those have to be maintained. And the guy in charge of making sure that all of them were running at VA Lakeside Hospital for a long time was my old man. That's a lot of responsibility, a lot of lives in his hands that nobody even bothered to think about. Plus all the computers interconnecting them. He did a lot. Accountability, creativity. Nada, working towards a possible side gig for church IT network type stuff. Had family time. Brother, family time comes first, even in sight of all the shenanigans I inspire and inflict. You keep your creativity going, okay? You keep your family going. Creativity will come as it needs to. I'm seeing projects that didn't look like they get done, and that's a wondrous thing. I believe in you, Rich. Hey, Rich. Those are good reasons not to write. Yeah, you got to pay the bills with chills and thrills. Morning all, morning Nick. Guess I am first. You aren't first, but you're not the worst. And all this rhyming was not rehearsed. So it just hit with a fluid burst. So we'll drop that whole shtick into the hearse, and we're going to say this. We're almost at the bottom of the hour, but I haven't run an ad for Joe, and I'm going to run his classic right now because it's the smoothest ad in indie writing and indie comics today.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Thank you. Then we got greetings for Joe. Morning, Donna. Morning, Joe. Hey, Joe Bachman. How you doing, my friend? Just popping in for a moment. Got a lot to get done at work today. Hey, Don. How you doing? Getting ready for that PT? Hey, get your sweat on. You got to work it. You got to move these refrigerators. Got to move these color TVs. Anyway, good morning. And we got more greetings. And we have, morning all from Outfit. Hope everyone is having a good day so far. You know what? Today's been an odd one if you count the fact that my day started at midnight and paused around 4 a.m. But I think it's getting down. Give me a few minutes before accountability. Take all the time you need. I will be here for another half hour or so. Hey, Dawn. Accountability. Joe Bob might be making an announcement later today. Look for a video or at least a post later on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook page. Ooh. Are you and Trey finally giving up living in New Chicago and moving in to live in my basement? That's a joke. Everyone knows you already live in my basement. That's why you only see the top of my house and the bottom of theirs. That sounds ominous. Outside of that, my usual working on coding and 30 other irons are currently in the fire. Hey, you keep it going. You keep it going. Hey, Joe B. Kelly has new material for me to advertise. I was not able to set that up because, frankly, I had significant computer difficulties, which is why I didn't get started till 2 a.m. this morning on my show. We'll get that running for you Wednesday if that's quite all right. But I will remind you guys, because I have some stuff I have to upload to here and I don't dare try it. At bare minimum, I want to remind you guys about the Rembrandt Stratagem by Kelly Austin, which is from the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid, the Rembrandt Stratagem. Two-fisted, amazing steampunk, sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, noir. Friends, if you want, see, there used to be this thing. It was called a great movie. You remember great movies? You didn't ask what genre the movie was. It was just, wow, that's a great movie. Now that's precisely what the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid feels like. And it is my sincere hope someday, as I am a crazed animation buff and a crazed movie buff, that someday Bishop Kincaid not only will be in a graphic art format, like, graphic novelization, but will be in an animation, because I just want to see his story. Find out what happened to Gustav Rembrandt and see what the bricklayers are up to. Well, till then, you're going to have to stay patient with the knowledge that this wonderful book is out there, and you just need to get it from Kelly Carlisle / Kelly Austin / that lovely woman in my chat. And I have a comment dump, so give me just a moment to deal with that. Alrighty. And hey there, Kelly, says Carl, giving you the greeting, and Donna. And Kelly's greeting them back. Hope you had a good weekend. I hope we did too. And hey, Nick, she's talking to me. Good. Let me see if I can pull off a second one. Good morning, Vietnam. Yep. Hey, Josh. The mysterious good morning. That's Jake Lindsay, a man of many names and even more talents. Hope you're doing well, sir. Saturday almost killed me, Kelly, but made it through. Donna? We're in Vietnam. That's another reason not to fall asleep in random spots. No, but some of my favorite people are still in Saigon, and friends, got nothing but love for them. So let's see what we can run as an ad just to put some music into their mojo and stir things up. You know what? Let's run this one because I want a little bit of excitement.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, And in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess, sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Yeah, Frog G's title is amazing. I hope you can find that. I'm encouraging folks, if you guys do crowdfunding and you're following the crowdfunding wave, and I have some real questions about that I want to ask some folks. Not now, but I have to find the right format. What? Hello. Make sure that you have a digital option in perpetuity. Have it set up where people can just buy for a low cost the digital option of your book. Now, I know some people are like, and I hear it a lot, your book will get pirated. They may pirate your digital option, but if you put anything out there, there's someone who will buy it, to scan it, to pirate it. Apparently there is a fan Russian translation of this out there, and in certain parts of Russia, the Simple Sword is making a lot of money for some pirate, and I can't really do anything to stop it, so I'm not going to worry about it. But since my goal is to get people to sword fight, it happens. Now, that all being said, get your stuff, keep it available, low cost, low rent. Just set up that trickle stream, guys. That's what you want. People chase the big money. No, get little trickles. The more little trickles you find, the more you'll be able. My dad, I'm quoting my dad's friend's mom here, and I'm probably doing it badly. Watch the nickels and dimes, the dollars, they can watch themselves. So, moving right back into all of that, let's see. And morning, Joe. Morning, the Mysterious Illusion Show. LOL, Uncle Carl. Good morning. Great movie. Watching it now. It's a great film. Hello? You could tell Nick is a dad when he talks about grills. I'm joking. Well, first off, no, I get in trouble, friends. I get in trouble because I have to listen to people. Propane or charcoal? Propane or charcoal? I see charcoal as a situational necessity. I believe there's this stuff called fire. You put wood on the ground, you rub it together, or you apply an accelerant and a spark, you get fire. Fire cooks things. Fire smells good. Fire makes the food smell good. Charcoal is passable. I have no problem with propane, but understand this, a propane grill is not, in fact, a grill. It has a much better name. It's called a stove. And if I wish to cook over a stove, I can do that indoors. And that little bit of grill spiciness is something that I'm more than happy to. Let's see. Jake says, with the fair topic, I recently went to a fair for 2 meals at the fair. To me, it was $85 a restaurant. Near the fair, 2 meals it was $45. Fair prices are insane. Oh, absolutely. I pack a lunch, friend. I pack a lunch. The only time I spend a little extra money is when I go to the Earl Park Festival, and there's some really good Chinese food. That's like $8 a plate. It's not that bad. But it's a great film. Let's see. Train crash in Montgomery County, PA. Homes evacuate hazardous materials. It's almost like when you take away the protections that watch and you take the crews off the trains to save money, you keep having these things happen. But I can't do anything about that. My heart goes out to everyone in that area. If you are in that area, it sounds like you should get the heck out of that area. Yeah, already sounds like I won't listen to that song. Oh, sounds weird. Yeah. I like 60s music because of my mom. No, it's a good song. It's just not necessarily appropriate for younger ears. Accountability, the Saturday show compared to the others was a bust. Went an hour or so despite an audience of one and being able to finish the module on it. Yes, the RPG module is finished, waiting for the feedback. And as you can see, I've been a little swamped with my own stuff. I will, because I think you sent me the text file. I'll double check, but I will look into it. Love the 60s. Accountability. Once feedback is received, I will format the manual and get it over to the editor. Love Fair Oaks ice cream. It's so good. But is it? See, I don't know if you know Tillamook ice cream. To know if it's better than Tillamook. That's like my golden standard for ice cream. Accountability. Support to be on Grant's show tonight too. Excellent. Nice of you support him. Sorry, Jody had to go to high school reunion on Saturday night. Suppose not support. Cat. Good Monday morning, Noble Nick and the Nifty Nevermore. It's kisses and hugs. Darling, I love you. It's great hearing from you, and it makes my day every time I see you in the chat. If you want on, message me. Message me, darling, and we'll get on and promote your stuff. If you can't do it during, because of the school year, I will set something up special for you. You know that. But please get, what if you have something coming down the pipe or you're involved in one of the big art shows in Michigan City, let me know. No worries at Carl. What's been Heroes for Kids was also this weekend. Yeah, a lot of people were busy. And Omniversal. Hey, Damien. On day 3 of getting up early for walk and exercise, I feel great. That is wonderful. I'm proud of you, Damien. Hey, Damien. And we got greetings. Everybody. Hey, Damien. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Blue Teddy. Blue Teddy is doing gaming and doing art on their webtoons. There's just amazing stuff coming out, Blue Teddy. Or are they on Tapas? I can't remember which side you're on. Afternoon. Sup, Damien? Hey, Bonsert. Oh, good afternoon, Bonsert. I should have realized afternoon means Bonsert. Hello, hail chat. Morning, Bonsert. Huh, for some reason, I never realized that the internet is older than I am. Pardon me, I'm just going to wither into a corpse now. Anyhow, that's okay. Yeah, you never lived in a world before it, but that's okay. This technological new age is a wonderful place for us gray hairs to watch the world change from an analog and mechanical system to this digital wonder where sorceries beyond measure are kept in these little boxes, and danged if our math teachers were all wrong, because we all do walk around carrying telephones, carrying calculators, and I find that kind of funny. Finally started work preparing the script for issue 2 of Journey to the Elysium. Cool. Pardon me. Hey. I'm bopping back and forth between FB and YT today. Accountability, still cleaning my home office. You're not alone, as you can see around me. When suddenly it gets real colorful in here, you'll know I have made progress. Nick, Glenn's doing amazing stuff. He's got his Kirby book out. Stuff with Hatch is coming. There's so much cool stuff coming out out of what Glenn B. Fleming is doing. I am sorry I wasn't able to write that article for you. I'm just my school year with Xander, because I do homeschool, is hitting a new phase, and I have a complete new curriculum. I don't talk about this much on here, even during my accountability, but I have a whole new curriculum I'm building for my son to try a different approach to teaching and working with him, because I'm finding that the way I'm inclined to do things works better than the way some of the prepackaged stuff has been. And that has swamped me. So this is a very, very, very busy couple weeks for me. And it's just going to get busier till about Labor Day. I'm going to be on the grind, increasing till about Labor Day. So, yeah, my lazy eye's acting up, I can tell. Crud. Hey, Cat. Hey, Blue Teddy. In those days, we rode horses uphill both ways. Everywhere you went, there was always a hill in the way. You know, I used to have to live on a hill myself, because I have, not many people really know this, but my right leg is shorter than my left. I actually have a bit of a lift on one side to balance me out now. But in the old days, I had to live up in a house on a hill. And I would have to walk around, do all my business, and I'd only have one shot per day because I had to keep going and then go in my back door. Yeah, because, if I stayed on the slant, I was level. Everybody's happy to see Glenn, as they should. People are laughing. Accountability Part 2. Every day I make sure to sort my daily Facebook memories into the correct folder for each book in my Diary of a COVID Classroom Teacher series. That is wonderful. Hey, Donna. Joe's a handsome, cool dude, isn't he? Yes, he is. And so are you, sir, if you don't mind me saying. Hi, Dawn. Art Goddess, thank you so much for the contribution to the GoFundMe. Thanks, everyone, for putting up with the ask. Only $100 from my goal. Well, we want to see you have the tools you need to do good. And once you get them, use what you have to spread it around to make things better for other people. That way, the good is contagious. The light spreads like a fire. And that's what I want to see, folks. Morning. Hello, Dawn. Make sure you're getting printouts of all your PT exercises. Those things help me to continue PTing on my own. I'm still doing some moves I learned back in 93 and in 2020. She is so right. I have a little folder somewhere of the ones, and all this PT work reminds me that I have to do a bunch of OT, my occupational therapy, which I was neglecting for a while, on my hands, because I'm still trying to get enough. I want to be able to use my steel rapiers. And I don't think I'm going to be able to this week. And it saddens me this coming week because, work so hard. But I do get to break in my new gloves. So you may see me wearing these at points on my programs, because I am trying to break the gloves in so that they are comfortable for the show and for future fencing demonstrations. And they are very nice. These were from Purple Heart Armory. And I quite like them. And if you go to the Historical Fencing Guild, in most of my videos, you can find the link to get stuff from there. I can recommend. But you're welcome, Omniversal. Hey, Carl. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Oh, definitely. I'm still doing my lumbar spine stuff daily. Got to move up to the thoracic now. Blah. Oh, God. Get a copy of the Russian version, put it on your Amazon. What are they going to do? That would require me trusting. I've only seen it digital. Hey, Nick, an art professor at ISU taught me that if someone copies, steals, vandalizes, or buys your work, that's a compliment in the art world. You know what? And that's really how I feel about it. And Lord knows I've had enough of my art stolen. Uh, Someday I will tell you guys about the time a very young Nick got completely scammed. Don, I highly recommend you get your hands on the Mackenzie Method books if you haven't. Helped me tremendously with my slipped L7. Ooh, thank you for that. Hello, Grant Lankard. We had a successful Kickstarter for my comic book end on Friday. I want to thank everyone for their support. I hope we were able to give you a little help, and you are just an amazing creator, and you're doing some wonderful things, Grant. I'm glad I can get behind you on that. Well, currently we're on hiatus, LOL. Well, that happens too, but there's enough backlog that people who don't know about your wonderful works should have a chance to get in there and start digging at it. So yeah, I want to promote. Put your links in, guys. Most of you have a wrench so that you can put your links in. Promote. I appreciate the conversation. I want you to stay conversing. I don't want this to be a link drop show. But I do want you, when you're doing something, get that link in the chat. Thank you, Nick, for playing my trailer. It has been a pleasure. I'll hold on to it for a while. It feels odd to go without making homage jokes. Kat says, Gross Point Blank is my favorite high school reunion movie of all time. That's cool. Oh, hi, Grant, and sorry if I'm out of it. You seem to be having a rough one. Hey, Ice Queen, hello. It's been a long time since I've seen you in my chats. How are you doing? There he is. What time, Grant? Oh, let's see. We've got school is starting on the 8th of next month for me. Excited and scared because mainly because of me running more things and getting a lot more involved. Well, that's good for you though, Alec. Finding what you can do will make you a stronger person and get the experiences. I was in a lot of clubs. I was in the teacher who I was in class for while they were doing the shoots did not want to let me go to my shoots. So I wasn't in all the pictures I was supposed to be in, but I was in Japanese club, art club, science club. Japanese club, art club, science club. Yeah, I think that's where I was in high school. And that's not counting some unofficial stuff and D&D stuff. Yes, does it sound like I was a geek? I was. Why? Because I am. I had a wonderful science teacher who was not mine, but great fun anyway. We called Caveman Mars. My last day of high school, I went to the last science club and I got to fly a kite. And I remember that because it was technically over. And I was standing there and a jet stream had caught my kite. So I couldn't get it down and I wasn't leaving. And I had a talk with someone I had a falling out with and meant the world to me and kind of made peace. It was a beautiful moment standing in a big green lawn in front of the high school that's not there anymore. It's all parking lot. And it's odd because everybody left. And it was just this kind of golden, hopeful moment. You don't get many of those. Hold on to them. Now, let's see. Kickstarter project sponsored vocal Journey to Elysium. Yes. Upcoming Kickstarter. A follow would be appreciated. Guys, you know Bonsert's work is amazing. Follow his work. 467 words done. The toughest 2 sentences I've ever written. That's awesome. Big sentences. But that's awesome. That's great work. Why am I getting pings? I'm not even questioning how I'm getting pings. I'm not supposed to be able to. But okay, it's all commented ons, which means it's not the end of the world as I know it. So I feel fine. Oh, I forgot to mention the reason why I don't use my name on YouTube venues. Never use my name for some reason, so people only know me by the show title. Some reason. The Mysterious Illusion Show. Well, you've changed your call sign online a whole bunch of times, so I was trying to keep it. I will try to remember to hold to that. It's just a bit of a mouthful for me. It just tends to trigger my speech impediment. But I will do the best I can. Thanks for reminding me, Jody. Jody is going to be on my drawing stream tonight at 9 Eastern. That's such a good stream. Yeah, it's just a good stream. Grant's a neat guy. Hey, everyone. My service is going in and out, moving to the Wendy's parking lot. Have a great day, friends. See you in a few days. All my best. You too, Kelly. 7-word sentence wasn't bad, but that 461 was brutal. Okay. I would post a link to my Amazon graphic novel, just not sure how. If you have a wrench, which I believe you do, you should be able to just cut and paste the link from, if you go to Amazon, you should be able to hit share on the product page, and it should give you a big long gobbledygook. Now, toward the end, it will say Amazon.com, probably something about your name, so like TX, and it will give a number like B blah 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 blah. And then it'll slash, and then it'll give a bunch of reference equals. You don't need any of the reference equals. Delete all that, and just take the little short chunk and put it up there. LOL, Rich. And Mysterious Illusion Show. See, I'm working on it. Next time you're in Ohio, Nick, let me know. I'll take you to a cemetery that was involved in the Salem witch trials. It's private. In Ohio? That's an interesting thing to contemplate. We'll have to see. I'd have to do some research on that. I'm not sure that all lines up, putting it mildly. I figured that's my new way to find editors in the room. Yeah, TO room. TEO room. I'm not sure what I'm going to say that's the typoed somehow. 8 p.m. Central. Cool. And let's see. High school. I was marching band, cross country, art club, concessions, and German club all the same time. Nope. I was in high school in cross country my freshman year. I was promised a letter jacket, and then I was denied and told I would be the only one who didn't get one unless I came back and I said, "You lied to me. I don't trust you." So I was done. Oh yeah, pet band. LOL. Well, see, yeah, you're an amazing person, Kat. Would be a rarity. I will be drawing digitally if the show is set up. Cool. I know how you feel. I was born with a genetic disorder, so every time I talk, my brain is faster than my mouth, so it's completely understandable. I appreciate that too. I was confused by that too. It's not letting me do this. I click the wrench and nothing happens. You shouldn't have. Okay. I'll see I'll see what's going on. You should be able to just cut and paste it right like you're making a comment. Yep. Teo was meant to be the. Next time you're in Pittsburgh, I'll take you to the cemetery that was the night of the. Oh wow! Okay. Oh wow! You guys are trying to get me into all sorts of mischief and mayhem. So I'm going to run an ad real quick. I'm running a little late, but we're having a really good show, so I'll keep it going for a little bit. I want to run Cindy Koepp's ad because she's not here, but she needs the love. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, the cemetery is in a place called Fallsville. 8 witches were hung and burnt there during the Salem events and were buried in unmarked graves. I'm going to have to research that. That's fascinating. I'm headed to Nita and Daphne's show. See you, kids. See you, Grant. We love you. Tell Nita and Daphne that we love them too, and I'll be out of here pretty soon. Pet band was fun when I was in-person school. I bet. See, there we go, Gray. Amazon.com/Renfield. Malcolm W.D. Smith, DP. I think that's the right link. I think you got that right. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it. It worked, but I don't remember what I deleted now. It's okay. Yeah, cat lunchtime based on CST, cat standard stomach time. Everyone have a great day. Time to feed the cats. Hey, you know what? That's fine too. I do like to wrap this up after an hour. I do want to run an ad for a couple friends yet, and I'm not going to not run one ad, so don't worry, I'll get there. I'll keep this going though for just a bit because we got some diehards sticking around, and you know I love my diehards. So we got to keep creating. Sometimes you take hits, you take surprise events in your life where you're like, oh my gosh. And you just have to walk with faith and be, you do your best to prepare for it and walk with faith that you can make it work. And after you have that, you do your best to make it work. And that's how you get through, I think. Be it a little rainstorm or a tsunami, the only thing you can do is keep moving. So I'm going to run some ads real quick, and then we'll get talking a little bit more because I want to go and I want to do this right here.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Cat Rothermel around these parts. And we've got Jake, Mysterious Illusion. So I went hiking there at midnight, and lots of stuff happened when my dad was in the war. What happened there scared him. Okay. Bye, I'll talk to you later. Have a great one, Alec. Joe said he noticed Independent had me locked out for some reason. Need to check it out. Thank you very much for playing my ads. I greatly appreciate it. I hope it helps. I just hope it brings you some good. Now, and with that, folks, I am going to call it because I don't like to walk over Nita and Daphne's wonderful program over on their channel, the Indie Comic Network. Sorry, it changed names. Used to be Raging 2. But with that, guys, I will be back Wednesday to wreak more havoc and probably longer form if everything goes well. I have a lot of work I really want to get done, so I kind of want to get into it. And that's an exciting feeling. But before I do, I want to thank you guys. It's not always easy doing the show. Believe it or not, getting set up and getting the show going really does sometimes take a lot. But once I sit down, I turn it on, I just feel empowered knowing that great creatives like you guys are out there. You're making good things happen. And the world is a better place for you guys and what you do. So keep at it, okay? Keep drawing, keep creating, keep keep making. I'm sorry, that this is just such a point of rejoice, and I am envious because my desk here. I'll give you the nightmarish. This is my desk. Although I have a new rig over here, which my thumb is blocking, but I got my tablet over so I could work on it. And I am clearing off this monstrosity of mess. So, Kat, you are in good company, and I am so happy for you. And it is my pleasure to run your ads and all the ads I do. Mysterious illusion, paranormal stuff can happen. I know of it. I don't mess with it anymore. That way it doesn't mess with me. Thanks for the stream. Have a lovely day, everyone. And with that, you know what? Keep creating, keep drawing, keep writing, keep telling your story, because as long as you make it, you can fix it, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. Seriously, folks, I love you. Have a wonderful day.